Hi everyone and welcome to my unboxing video of Touhou Luna Nights Deluxe Edition. And I feel like even before talking about the game, I want to briefly talk about Touhou in general, because I feel like I have never had chance to talk about Touhou and how much I love the series. Even though I have played very little of the bullet hell or Danmaku games in the series, because I'm so bad at them. But so Touhou, the original games in the series, those so challenging bullet hell games, are made by Jun, the sole developer of the games, who has done so amazing job. Not only the gameplay is so amazing in those games, like the boss battles, bullet patterns are so beautiful to look at, and combined to that, the amazing soundtracks of the games make such a hypnotic feeling experience to enjoy those games. So even though I haven't played huge amount of those games, I've tried only like handful of those original main Touhou games. I always love to watch someone else play those, especially someone who's much better than me at bullet hell games. So not only did the original creator of the series make such a great games for people to fall in love with, he also gave pretty much complete freedom for people, to fans of the series, to use the characters from the games and even the name of the series to make their own fan projects, no matter how big or small, and even like commercial products like this here. So this game is made by Team Ladybug, and from what I understand, the original creator of Touhou series loves to work alone, so I would guess he was not involved in the creation of this game. But still, we have these really lovely fan projects in the series. So that makes Touhou one of my favorite communities around video games, because of how so many fans of the series get together and make their own projects, and it's so lovely. Good example of involving fans of the series is how one of the items here in the deluxe edition is like these alternate covers for the game box made by different fan artists, with everyone with their own unique art styles. But I suppose that's already way too much rambling about the Touhou in general. Now let's try to focus on this game. So Luna Nights, I believe it's originally released about 5 years ago on Windows, but now for the first time it's available on PlayStation platforms, and I believe also for the first time released in physical form. I believe the previous releases have been digital only, but now with this release we got physical versions of the game, and I believe Nintendo Switch also got same physical versions with this same release date. But yeah, so it's made by Team Ladybug, and even the game box calls it Metroidvania. So it's pretty fun looking 2D action platformer that you can expect from Metroidvania style games. And our main protagonist for the game, playable character, is Sakuya here. And judging from the clock on the background, we are going to use her ability to stop time and of course her so well known throwing knives. But yeah, I suppose it's finally time to open the box and take a look at the contents here. So quite huge box, but there's not huge amount of contents, but seems like the quality is very promising. So, first of all, we have the original soundtrack, 2-disc soundtrack. Game itself, of course. The set of alternate covers here. And I believe the last item must be inside here. Yes. How does this open properly? Oh, I did open it completely wrong. Tried to open it from the side, but it actually has this cover that you can open, and I'm already dropping some of the patches from here. So it's a set of these little patches. So where do we start with the more detailed look at the things? I suppose let's start with the soundtrack. I love it how all of the items here have their own artwork, and I believe all of them are made by different artists because the art style on all of these cover arts looks so distinctly, how do we pronounce that word? Well, different. So I see we have 15 tracks on the first disc and 11 on the second. So yeah, seems like full soundtrack, and I can't wait to listen to it. And I love how the artwork continues there. And even more lovely artwork on the discs. there anything in here? No, just a piece of paper, no booklet or anything. So next I want to take a look at these alternate covers here. So there's 3 of them, and I love how they give you the entire like cover instead of like way too many times the back side of the cover is something different than the original cover, and in those cases I feel weird of using the alternate cover because I want the game box backside looking like it usually does. And there's 3 different alternate covers from 3 different artists. Was this one made by Ideolo? Yes, Ideolo was the nickname. Wanted to make sure that I got the nickname correct to give the credit for the fan artist. I love the use of color here. It's so bright and I love the thin back lines on the outlines. So yeah, a lovely cover there. And here's the cover by Saki P. Her nickname is so funny to say. And this might be my favorite of these covers. I love the cute faces and the amount of detail and the pose here and how the knives are set there. So lovely cover. And finally we have the cover by Jan. In this cover I love how he's drawn the skirts of the dresses. They look so fluffy. I love them, how cute they are. And I do also like how the cover gives more space for the Scarlet Sisters. So yeah, really lovely alternate covers for the game to keep swapping whenever you feel like. And because we already took a look at those, let's also take a look at the game box. So we can see the default cover. So here's the default cover that you have. I feel so terribly sorry because I can't remember who's done this cover, but I love this one also. Completely different style of drawing. And I suppose let's take a closer look at the back side also. So yeah, we are playing as Sakuya and the other characters are like bosses in the game. Oh, and really lovely artwork on the disc as well. Oh, and there's even more artwork on the back side of the cover. I love the sprite artwork in the game. So, only thing left are the badges. I want to take one of these out of the bag so we can take a better look at it. So let's take a look at Sakuya here. Yeah, I love this little sprite artwork. Portraits of the characters. So we have Sakuya, our main character, who serves as maid in the Scarlet Mansion, Scarlet Devil Mansion. And then we have the two characters that are often the protagonist or playable characters in the main Touhou games, Reimo and Marissa. So these two are very likely the most known Touhou characters. And they are very often seen in those other fan games as well. And then we have the owner of the Scarlet Devil Mansion, Remilia Scarlet, and her younger sister, Lander Scarlet as well. The vampire sisters, who are the villains in the first Windows Touhou game. What was the name of the game? Embodiment of Scarlet Evil, I believe. Yeah, I love all of these patches. And then we have the librarian of the mansion. Was the name like Pachuri? Something like that. And the gatekeeper of the mansion, Hon, using her martial arts skills to keep unwanted visitors out of the mansion. And only badge left is new character. She must be from one of the later games because I believe her name is like Nitori or something like that, but I'm not familiar with her. I wonder why they chose her into the game, because the rest of them are from that one game, so it's kind of weird to have one character from later game. But I'm sure there's going to be a reason for that in the story of the game. So yeah, that was all 8 of the patches. But I definitely feel like someone is missing there. I suppose because she was added later to the game in update or something, so she wasn't in the original release of the game, so she didn't get a patch, unfortunately, even though she's teased some of the art. She's teased on some of the artwork on here, and even on the gamebox back cover we can see her using her ice abilities. So clearly Cyrano is in the game, but why don't we have patch of her as well? I'm sure everyone loves Cyrano, so it would have been lovely to have one of these patch of her as well. But yeah, I suppose the difference is that she was later added into the game in update instead of being part of the story of the game. But still. But yeah, everything else here is so nice. So yeah, that's all of the contents. Usually on these limited editions I would complain about not having art book, but because all of these items have completely unique artwork on them and from different artists, I feel like it's not huge crime this time that there isn't art book. And especially because I love these patches, I suppose this time I can forgive the lack of art book on limited edition. And soundtrack, I can't wait to listen to it. How much is there like original songs, original tracks, and how much they have remixed some of the old tracks from Touhou games. And I can't wait anymore to start playing the game. I have waited 5 years for physical release of the game, and yeah, looking all the contents here, I am not disappointed at all that I decided to wait so long for physical release of the game. But yeah, I guess that's everything. Thanks for watching and bye.